license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Jeff Allen, you ready to get this party started at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
You bet I am, Randy. Gossett's got your new Kia that gets 41 MPG highway. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month. $27.99 due at signing. Need extra room? How about a 2023 Kia Sorento LX at $319 a month. $34.99 due at signing. And a 2024 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive, $459 a month. $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease.
Plus, get peace of mind because with every Gossett Kia, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. Two final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Wednesday, and yesterday was Fat Tuesday, a little Mardi Gras action, and then today is Valentine's Day. Hopefully you took care of your Valentine. Hopefully you went to Denstall's, by the way, and they're still open if you go ahead. If you kind of forgot, if you spaced it, if you hadn't done anything right, make things right. They got you at Laurelwood. They got you at Pleasant, out there on Pleasant View. They got you, of course, downtown. They got you in Collierville. They're everywhere. You can find a Denstall's in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Just make sure that you don't forget. Don't wait too late. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. I know my man Dustin Starr never ever forgets his Maria. What'd you do for Valentine's Day, homie? I'm sure it was special.
Man, are you kidding me? We've got a 3-year-old. He's out at a Valentine's party right now, and we are just chilling.
I remember
that's the parent life, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of my buddies. I was talking to him the other night. And he's like, "Man," I was like, "So what you got to do for Valentine's Day?" He goes, "Nothing, bro. I got 3 kids under 3 years old." I was like,
Well, I tell you what I'm really doing, Johnny, is I'm going to be served some papers later, I'm sure, because we've got a Grizz game tonight on Valentine's Day when I'm supposed to be taking my lovely Maria out to dinner. So, yeah, it's pretty rough around here. We're working tonight, baby.
Man, we're putting that work in, though, but that's what you do, man. You're the man about town, man. You're at the Hustles. You're at the Grizzlies game. You do the Redbirds. By the way, baseball, man, I don't know if you know this. Pitchers and catchers are reporting. You got people reporting all over the place. Shohei Ohtani the other day, I'm watching videos of him hitting bombs. So baseball will be here before you know it.
Well, so I'm thinking tonight with Valentine's Day, so we might have like a lunch or something like that. But tonight on Valentine's night, I'm thinking, what in the world is Grizz going to have in store? Because something funny happens, especially on holidays and especially on Valentine's Day. So what's Grizz going to do? And then also, I've been in communication with the Memphis Redbirds, and they start in March. I think at the end of March. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It'll be a little chilly, so I'm going to be looking for the coolest Redbirds jacket or hoodie or something like that. Well, I don't remember it ever starting that early, though. Talking to
It's
Johnny
usually
Radio.
April, like the 1st of April, usually. But, I think they got that little Cardinal game and all that stuff, so they get a little bit early. But, man, speaking of it being like Valentine's Day and everything, y'all got the Rockets tonight.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any like some love going on out there with the Rockets?
Man, there is no love for anything Texas when it comes to Memphis.
You don't think they're
You know what I'm saying?
like Grizz going to go over there and profess his love to Dylan Brooks now that he's back?
You know what? That's actually a very funny thing.
Yeah.
I forgot all about Dylan Brooks being back in the house. There might be some love in the air. Hey, I
With
think
Dylan,
a lot of fans
I don't think
are missing
so.
him.
If it's love, man, it's some forced love or something.
Well, it's love-hate relationship, but I know at one point in the season
Just
I had
like
the
marriage.
fans saying, we kind of miss Dylan.
I
We could
know.
really use him right about now.
Yeah, his antics are still fun to watch. I mean, whenever him and LeBron go at it, it just trips me out every time.
There was a tweet that we were laughing about the other day where it said that Dylan Brooks has gone crazy in his shooting spree or something like that. Like he was just shooting like crazy, and I thought, well, all Grizz fans can kind of relate to that.
Yes, all the Grizzlies fans can definitely relate tonight. Tonight, though, what time y'all tipping that bad boy up?
I believe it's 7 p.m. tip-off, and if you guys remember the last time Dylan was in the house, they had this nice tribute video. He got a standing ovation and all that. I don't think any of that stuff's going to happen tonight. That's usually the first time that one of the
Back in the
one of
crib.
our players come back. Yeah, so I think it'll be a good game. Now, if you guys are sleeping on the Grizz, because a lot of the starters are out and injuries and all that kind of stuff, it's actually very exciting basketball. I mean,
Dude, they've
even
been
the other
fighting
night's game,
every night.
all the way down to the wire. And I think I look at it a little differently because I've seen a lot of these players playing on the hustle court, and I see them score 30 points, 25 or triple doubles, stuff like that. So there's a lot of really good talent on the court. And if you go check them out, you would think, oh my gosh, just imagine if we had our starters. So I think everybody's super excited about next season. But don't sleep on our Grizz this season because they're very, very fun to watch right now.
I mean,
Utah made his return. And man, he looked pretty good to me. He looked awesome.
Man, yeah, and that was what, New Orleans?
Yeah, Utah.
When you're down there watching the Grizzlies, I totally understand what you're saying because it's more about them just competing, and you're not gambling on them, you're not complete, you don't get all, when they lose a game, you don't freak out, you're just kind of like, oh, that's what it was kind of expected, but the fact that they're just going out there and playing so hard, you're seeing things from Tripp, you're kind of watching, what the guys are doing and what they're working on, it does give you a little bit of hope, and the other thing is the farther they fall, the more they lose, the more ping pong balls.
No, that is true, and that's the I guess the tough reality of it. But like you say, they are going out and competing. They're playing very, very hard. I think last game, Pelicans you're talking about, we had a double-digit deficit. I think we had a double-digit lead, and then it went to a double-digit deficit, and then it came down to the final seconds of the game. So, I mean, it's very, very exciting basketball.
It was the ugliest offensive performance that I think I've ever watched in my life in the NBA quarter, though.
But
How many points were scored the other night in that quarter? 22, 24?
Man,
total?
All I know is if you score 21 or more in the first quarter, then we get some free stuff at Southland Casino and Gaming.
Tonight?
I think they've been doing that the last couple of games, and man, yeah, the Grizzlies have scored over 21 each time. So
keep that rolling.
But it's not like you're watching a team that's tanking. I never feel like that. I never feel like, oh, Coach Jenkins is, mailing it in or whatever. I feel like that they're always very, very competitive. And you mentioned Jaren Jackson. I mean, he's still out there playing. He's still out there grinding. They're not sitting him down. It was tough. When Rose and Smart go out along with Ja, you're like, okay, what's going on here? And then, the news just keeps coming. You're like, oh, gosh. But they still play very tough every single game.
Yeah, they do, man. And we're learning a lot. I mean, we've learned a lot about Gigi and Vince and everything. So, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys signing the contracts, man. I think we found some diamonds in the rough, and all these guys are very, very young. I think Gigi might be like 19.
He's 19 years old. Yeah, he's a
Holy
baby.
Moly. Could you imagine, first of all, signing that contract at 19 years old, but then also just being like a stud. Just I guess I look at it a little differently because I'm more of a wrestling guy. So I look at the physical attributes first. Like, man, this guy's big, tall, jacked. Holy cow! If he could play basketball, he's going to be awesome.
Dude, I know what you mean. I mean, like, because KJ Adams, who plays for Kansas, when he walks out on the basketball court, you're like, damn, I got to play against that guy. But then you realize he's just a hell of an athlete who doesn't know how to play basketball and has a broken shot and doesn't really know what the hell he's doing.
But if he figures it out.
If he figures it out, yeah. If he
the
figures
one
it
thing
out.
you cannot teach the size. Like the height and the size, you can't teach that. That's something that you either got it or you don't got it.
True that.
Especially height.
True that. But, yeah, man, tonight go take your loved one down to the Grizzlies game. Say what up to Star. Root on the Grizzlies. They've lost 9 straight. I mean, they're only a 2-point dog tonight. It's kind of looks like maybe they're going to get off the schneid because who knows, man. Maybe the Rockets are like got to worry about what they're doing for their girlfriends on Valentine's Day, you know?
Yeah, call me crazy, but it doesn't feel like a 9-game losing streak.
No, it doesn't. Because
you
just don't think
it
about
just
it.
Doesn't.
It's just the way you measure. You don't measure the team the way you did even in the earlier the season. I mean, hell, do you remember how painful those first 25 games were?
Dude, I have been there 9 seasons. I remember a lot of painful moments through those 9 seasons. But when you get a winning team, it really does fix a lot of the stuff. You know, and then also a cool thing about the games being exciting is it keeps our job, the game ops department, you know, that entertains the fans when the game is on pause or whatever. You know, when the game is highly competitive and the Grizzlies are close, it makes those games a lot more fun. It makes those T-shirt tosses a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a different perspective there.
Man, all right. I got to switch gears with you a little bit because you need to fill me in on a little stuff that's going on with you got the WWE and like NXT and all this stuff. I mean, wrestling's gone crazy. What's going on with Memphis Wrestling?
Yeah.
What's going on in the world, man?
Man, here just a couple of weeks ago, NXT, which is WWE's other brand, they were in Clarksville, Tennessee, which is right down the street from Nashville, and they needed a lot of talent to go down there, and so they reached out, and we were able to send 24 people from the Memphis Wrestling roster to go and help them with that pay-per-view out at NXT. And then also Al Capone was there. So friend of Memphis Wrestling, of course, Memphis rap legend. But I don't know if you know this, but there's a guy on NXT that's becoming very, very popular. His name is Trick Williams. So you already know what they chant during Trick Williams' matches.
Whoop that trick!
Oh, yeah. And so I've been screenshotting this or sending links to Al Capone every time because I don't know how much wrestling he watches, but I'll send it to him and say, hey, man, they're shouting you out in WWE. And so, of course, that turns into him being a guest out at WWE. So he was out there at NXT with a lot of our Memphis Wrestling talent. I don't want to jinx anything, but Johnny Radio, on the level of WWE, how cool would it be if they purchased or leased or got the rights to that song and let Trick Williams use it on WWE TV?
Damn.
That is a possibility. Like, that's really good for Al Capone. So anyways,
he would get residuals, wouldn't he? Like, or he would get
absolutely.
Something.
Man, and when WWE
I
does
love me
this,
some
like,
Al Capone, too.
Me too. Like, Cult of Personality now is CM Punk's been using it. And every time WWE, you know, they just brought Punk back, that song goes back onto, like, iTunes and everything, and then it breaks the charts again. Like, it's back on the top 10 or top 20 or whatever. So I just think that would be a really good thing if WWE worked with Al Capone to bring Whoop That Trick to WWE. And of course, the fans that don't know about Memphis and the history of Memphis, they're like, oh, Trick Williams' new chant's pretty cool.
That's funny. That,
like they created it.
That is funny. That is funny, man. Speaking of
what,
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say,
this weekend we've got a big weekend. It's our 3-year anniversary. We had a whole crew at NXT. WWE SmackDown's coming in March. There's a lot going on, Johnny, with pro wrestling.
Man, and more specifically, what about, like, don't y'all have, like, some Super Bout coming up?
Super Bout 3. It's our 3-year anniversary blockbuster spectacular, and it happens this weekend. It is star-studded. I think those tickets would sell out anyway, because I know that a lot of people would want to come out and celebrate 3 years that we've been doing this, but we've also included ECW legends and current TNA wrestlers. Tommy Dreamer and Rhino will be in the house, so it's going to be a real good time. And it might get a little hardcore, I don't know. Extreme.
Damn, man. Not only that, but you do the wrestling, you do the Grizz, you're keeping everybody abreast, but you always are helping out some people. You're also doing a fundraiser coming up here at the end of the month.
Yes, now that'll be the second time, 2 years in a row that we've gone out to Strayhorn High School. And so that's benefiting the Strayhorn Band. You can get your tickets online and save $2, or you can get your tickets at the door and it costs $2 more. Tickets are available at memphiswrestling.tv. We were there last year, and they sent me some photos of their first performance, with the equipment and the props that they were able to buy from the fundraiser before, which is really cool sharing that, because we know, all right, we got a goal, let's hit that goal. So Strayhorn, Mississippi, here we come again.
Dustin, I wanted to ask you a question before we let you go. You were talking about WWE and everything that's going on in the wrestling world right now. We didn't get to talk to you last week, and so I'm curious. I've been waiting a couple of weeks to ask you about this. What have you made of this whole Cody Rhodes and Rock situation going on in WWE? Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. It looks like he's gonna have a big fight at WrestleMania. Now The Rock's coming in. He wants to take his spot. There's been reports that this has all been a plan for a long time. Then people are saying Cody Rhodes knew nothing about this and that they were going behind his back to do all of this. What do you think about what's going on right now between Cody Rhodes and The Rock?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's great. We've got a really good issue, a really good problem on our hands where WWE and Cody have done such a good job over the last couple of years of making him the top star. He's on all the trucks. He's on all the advertisements. He's in all the main events.
Is he related
wrestled
to Dusty
more
Rhodes?
matches.
Son.
That's his son.
Get
Absolutely.
out of town.
Trying to finish the story because his dad never won the world championship in WWE. So that's what this is all about. But WWE did such a great job making him the new face of the company that when you brought out the most electrifying man in the entire world, The Rock, they were kind of like, hey, we still want Cody.
People were booing The Rock at one of the shows last week.
Right, but that's all part of it, though. They're not booing The Rock because they don't want to see him. They're booing because now they know that they've got the heel Rock. They've got the Hollywood Rock. And since that TKO, he was added to the TKO board and all that kind of stuff. One of the things that was included was him getting the trademark for The Rock, but then also competing at WrestleMania. So we will get The Rock at WrestleMania, but we don't know exactly what he's going to be doing yet because he was going to face Roman, but now Cody says that he's going to face Roman. So I think it's pretty cool that in the next couple of weeks we're going to find out exactly what Rock said in Cody's ear when Cody said he wasn't going to, wrestle Roman at WrestleMania. It sounds, if you're not a wrestling fan, it might be a little bit confusing, but if you are a diehard wrestling fan, if you watch WWE, you are absolutely loving every second of this. And I think we're going to figure out the next piece of the story coming up on Friday's SmackDown because The Rock and Roman Reigns will both be there at the same time. And I'm sure Cody will be there too. But I don't see under any circumstance or any situation that Cody Rhodes does not leave WrestleMania as the WWE Undisputed Champion.
Damn, you're calling it now?
I like
that. He's got to win. He's got to win it.
Jay Morgan and I were talking, and obviously he knows more, and certainly, Dustin, you know more than I do. He's trying to get me into this whole story and everything, and he was kind of the one that cued me into it. But he said he's been hearing a lot of people talking about how, when The Rock was really big in WWE and kind of starting out, he was kind of more of a heel than obviously kind of the lovable Rock that he is now. Do you like kind of this turn for him in more of a heel way?
Yeah, I think it's cool because usually The Rock's bulletproof.
Right.
He could say anything and they'd cheer him. But now it's kind of like, whoa, it's making The Rock have to kind of pivot a little bit because the crowd didn't respond exactly the way that they thought. And I think that's a good thing. Anytime you know exactly what's going to happen, you lose a little bit of interest. And if you remember, several years back, Daniel Bryan did not win the Royal Rumble. It was Batista. They booed it out of the building. Nobody thought Daniel Bryan was going to get his opportunity. And then at WrestleMania, he not only won the championship, but he had to go through 2 people to do it. So I think it's very similar to what they're doing with Cody, is they're making us feel like there's no way we're not going to get that. No way. And then you get your reaction, millions upon millions of views on these segments. And then they give it to you.
It's kind of like how I do it on Valentine's Day.
Gross.
They usually do a good job at giving the people what they want, and I think they're just taking us on a ride before they do that.
I'm excited.
I was trying to say, I just brought Chaz a cup of coffee this morning. I haven't given her flowers and her chocolate, sir.
Okay. Well, check this out. So March 15th is when SmackDown is back at FedEx Forum, which I think will be a sellout because they're selling out everywhere. But, the beginning of April 6th and 7th is WrestleMania. So our SmackDown...
Right there when baseball's starting.
It is. But it'll be... You have to think now, okay, so if we're on the road to WrestleMania, gosh, this SmackDown's going to be star-studded. We might get The Rock.
Holy cow.
We might get Roman Reigns. We might get Cody Rhodes. I mean, it's going to be absolutely slam-packed, because they're getting so close to WrestleMania and they're wrapping up these storylines. So we should have a really good SmackDown coming up on March 15th at FedEx Forum.
Damn, man. That's pretty, you mean all those dudes could be right here in Memphis doing it?
On the same show. Probably in the same ring at the same time, which would be just tremendous. And we've gotten a lot of really good historic moments mentioning Daniel Bryan. We got the Yes Movement, the beginning of the Yes Movement here. Lots of really cool stuff happens in Memphis, and they do take that into consideration when they book it, especially when it's this close to WrestleMania. And The Rock loves Elvis. The Rock has sung
Elvis.
They
shot the Little Rock
in
here.
The ring. They shot Young Rock here, yes. So there's a lot of history with The Rock. He started his pro wrestling career here. I think it would be just awesome either way to have The Rock at SmackDown, but especially right now. That's great.
Does he still do the you smell what The Rock's cooking and look at you with a crazy eye?
Absolutely.
Damn, man. I'm going to have to check it out. 15th sounds like it's going to be buck wild.
It is. It's going to be great. Of course, we'll all be out there checking it out, and we'll have some talent that'll be out there working as well, so keep your eyes peeled. Anytime WWE's around, you might see somebody familiar from the Memphis Wrestling Group.
But this Sunday is Super Bout 3, right?
Yes, Super Bout 3. I do think we'll sell every ticket in the house. Get yours in advance.
How do they get them?
Use the code word SUPER at checkout, and you'll save $5 per ticket. Just to give you an idea, general admission's only $10. Use that $5 code to get in for $5. Get them at memphiswrestling.tv, and we have a lineup from now all the way through April that's listed for you guys to check out. So we went ahead and put that lineup up because it's so strong. You guys won't believe who's coming to Memphis next. It's going to be great.
Man. Follow Dustin Starr. Stay abreast. It's at Dustin Starr, and that's 2 R's. Dustin Starr with 2 R's. Always check out the Memphis Wrestling, and the scene's awesome. Dustin, I appreciate you joining me every Wednesday. I missed you last Wednesday, man, but you had a hustle game. I get it.
I know, man. I was going to try to call in from sitting at the desk, because at the hustle I do PA, so I could have said, Johnny!
That would have been great.
Radio!
That would have been awesome, man. My man, hey, do me a favor, man. You and Maria try your best to enjoy your Valentine's Day. I know you're going to be down at the Rockets game. Everybody go see him. Take your significant other. Be blessed, and we'll do it again next week, my friend.
I'll talk to you next week, and hopefully see you guys all out there on Sunday.
Man, that is Dustin Starr. Make sure you're down there checking it out. It is Super Bout 3. 3 years he's been doing Memphis Wrestling. Man, that ain't no joke. But I think it's been 112 years they've been doing it at Denstall's. It is Valentine's Day, today, right now, it is going down. If you at work, creep over to the Denstall's today, get you some chocolate-covered strawberries, some cashew crunch, an assorted box, the heart-shaped box of chocolates. Get all the good stuff. Get it over at Denstall's. They got you downtown at Laurelwood, over at Pleasant View. They got you in Collierville. They're all over the town, and it's the best chocolate in the world. I know Becky's working her little tail off. I hope you get some rest tomorrow, Becky. Check out Denstall's. Nobody dips them like Denstall's. Back into Shake, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology. We want something that sparkles and looks great. Well, I've got it all in one place. It's called Genesis of Olive Branch, right at the corner of Highway 78, that's Lamar, and the first exit in Mississippi, that's Craft Road. Turn left and you will see Genesis of Olive Branch. And right now, you can get the 2024 Genesis GV70 starting at $49,480 with special financing as low as 3.49% on select models. How about the 2024 Genesis GV80? A little bit bigger, starting at $55,995, financing as low as 5.49% with a $2,000 rebate when trading a luxury brand. Call them. They'll even bring you a Genesis at your work or your home for a test drive. They're convinced that when you drive a Genesis, you're going to want one. Call 662-890-6684. Ask for Vinny. Genesis of Olive Branch.
We don't know who you are. If you're looking for dinner, we don't have any. But at Sunrise, we do have a particular set of skills. Skills we have acquired over the last several years. Skills that will make someone like you breakfast or lunch. If you come to Sunrise for breakfast or lunch, that will be the end of it. But if not, we will look for you. We will find you. And if you want bacon, we will grill it for you.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career that's bigger than you? Join us on Saturday, February 17th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our hiring expo at the Memphis Police Academy, 4731 Academy Drive. Salary starts at $54,611, increasing to $72,000 after 3 years. If you want to serve the Memphis community, join the Best in Blue. For more information or details, visit joinmpd.com.
It's leap year, so jump into big savings at Gossett Kia on the Pike. New 2024 Kia Forte LXS gets 41 MPG, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. How about 7-passenger seating? Get 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease, and don't forget, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee. Forte RE722-812, MSRP 21,590. Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33010. Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
It's O Rewards Bonus Points Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Shop in-store or online to earn points and get rewarded at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Dacus. Big thanks to Dustin Starr. We were wrapping a little bit of wrestling. They got Super Bout 3 going on this Sunday, man. Get your tickets. Go check it out. 3 years. Memphis Wrestling, they've been doing it right. And then I didn't even know this, man. Like, the WWE is going to be here March 15th. And, like, Rock could be here.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes' kid could be here.
Could be, yeah.
And Roman Reigns could be.
Could be.
Like, that's crazy stuff, man.
Sure
Like,
is.
I actually know who they are, except
You
I
do?
found out about Dusty Rhodes' kid. What's his name?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
He just won Royal Rumble back-to-back years. How about that?
Man, he don't play games, man.
I don't really know what that means, but he did it.
He is serious. He is serious. And I'm serious about this. Grizzlies in action tonight. They're only getting 2.5 points at home against the Rockets. Now, they won on MLK Day this year.
Did.
They've only won 5 home games. If they win on, like, Valentine's Day, I feel like you just have to bet on them at home if it's a holiday. Is Valentine's Day considered a holiday?
Yes.
Are the banks closed?
No.
Okay. Yeah, man, like, you don't close anything down for Valentine's Day, do you?
No.
Poor ladies, man. They just don't, That's why they have Galentine's. Do you know what Galentine's is?
I do, yeah.
My girl went to Galentine's last night.
How about that?
It was great. She didn't come home until 7 o'clock this morning.
Wow. Rowdy.
She was scared to death, she said, when she was coming home because she's like, oh, my God, John's going to kill me. She doesn't remember talking to me at 1 o'clock in the morning and saying, hey, baby, I need you to come get me. And you know what I said?
You said absolutely no.
I said absolutely not.
Yeah.
I said find a couch, go to sleep, and then make sure you bring the car home in the morning.
Smart.
And yeah, and I didn't have to even tell her that I was kind of somewhat rude because I was like, dude, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, man. Go to sleep. Like, bruh, bruh.
You got to do what you got to do. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
But now I look like a really sweetheart because I was just super nice to her and made her coffee.
That's right. Look at you.
Doing good. It is Valentine's Day. Make sure you get over to Denstall's. Nobody dips them like Denstall's. You can still get, assorted chocolates in the big old heart box. You can get the cashew crunch, which a lot of people in Memphis call it cashew crack. Did you know that?
Do they? I would call it that too.
Oh, it's so good.
It is.
It is so good. So good. And again, nobody dips them like Denstall's. The chocolate-covered strawberries, the grapes, the pineapples. Check those bad boys out. You'll be very happy, and so will the love in your life. Now, on the other side, we got some NFL stuff to clean up. We still got to talk about what's going on in the world of college, and we got some bad stuff. Did you see John Feliciano, a little drunk, tweeting? If you don't know who he is, plays offensive line for the 49ers. I'll tell you about that and so much more on the other side. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm here with Mark, the owner of Dyer's, out in Collierville's historic town square, where they've been cooking up them burgers since 1912, the old-fashioned way. Mark, what's going on in life? I see you got your 4 kids with you. What do they love about Dyer's?
Man, they love everything about Dyer's. They love all the great food that we serve, and they really like eating our good food and watching some of their favorite sports.
Braden, what do you like at Dyer's?
I like a bacon burger with fries, a milkshake, and with a Tigers game in the background.
Carter, who's your favorite football team?
The Carolina Panthers, and just with some macaroni with that sounds amazing.
My man Beckham, what's your favorite food over at Dyer's?
We like the double cheeseballs.
Kinley, what is your favorite dish over at Dyer's?
Daddy's cheeseburgers and the Dallas Cowboys game in the background.
Just remember, everybody, bring your family, bring your friends, bring your team out and eat at our place.
So head on over to Dyer's in Collierville's historic town square.
Looking for your next car? Give Car Corner a try. Car Corner, located at 2653 Mount Moriah. They specialize in cars under $15,000. Bad credit? No problem at Car Corner. CarCornerMemphis.com. That's CarCornerMemphis.com. They even have cash cars under $7,000. That's Car Corner at 2653 Mount Moriah. CarCornerMemphis.com. Look for the building with the teal green roof. This holiday season, give the gift of Gould's with a Gould's gift card for someone you love. It's the perfect gift for everyone. The Gould's gift card doesn't just send wishes, it grants them in store and online. Just come to any Gould's and pick up a gift card or go to GouldSalonSpa.com to purchase online. That's GouldSalonSpa.com. Happy holidays from Gould's. Gould's Salon Spa, locally owned and operated since 1932.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo Lights, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
It's leap year, so jump into big savings at Gossett Kia on the Pike. New 2024 Kia Forte LXS gets 41 MPG, $239 a month, $27.99 due at signing. How about 7-passenger seating? Get 2023 Kia Sorento LX, $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing. 2024 Kia Telluride LX, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing. All 36-month lease, and don't forget, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So call Bobby J to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or online anytime at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition fee. Forte RE722-812, MSRP 21,590. Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33010. Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah. Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, NFL is over, but man, guess what's about to be here? Baseball. I know it's going to be here before you know it. I'm excited. Spring training's going on. We're going to see all, Shohei is going to be wearing Dodger blue. What do you think about Soto wearing the pinstripes, baby? Man, that's a little short porch in right field, isn't it?
Sure is.
My goodness, man. He's going to get a lot of little home runs, just little pop-ups that normally be pops-ups are going to pop out of that stadium over there in New York. You got a bunch of stuff going on in Major League Baseball that I got to get to, man, because baseball and the other sports, it's so different. Their off-season is so different, like the hot stove league and everything that you're paying attention, and it's just a lot to keep up with. But there's one thing that you don't usually see in the NBA or the NFL. Like right before the season started, I mean, we saw Chris Jones this year. He held out for the first, week of the season. Mm-hmm. He was up in the booth the first week, and then they finally ironed out that deal. But right now, you have a bunch of dudes out there who don't have teammates, right? Don't have teams. You know who won the Cy Young last year? Blake Snell.
That's right.
Did you know that he's still a free agent?
That's right.
You remember Cody Bellinger last year, who came back and hit .307, had 26 home runs. And basically was he was the comeback player of the year, because the year before that he batted .210, 19 home runs, and that was over in L.A. Comes over back with the Cubs last year, tore it up. He's still a free agent. Mm-hmm. Left-handed pitching is something that doesn't stay on the market very often. Doesn't stay very long, does it?
No.
Well, Jordan Montgomery is out there.
Could be a Cardinal.
You know who else is out there?
Who's that?
Matt Clevenger. Mm-hmm. Also, DH J.D. Martinez, who had a hell of a year last year in the Dodger blue. The one thing is, you know what all those guys have in common?
What's that? They're all free agents right now.
They're all free agents. They're all of them are older than 31 except for Cody Bellinger. But they all do have Scott Boras as their agent. Now, Scott Boras is very smart, and he gets his guys his money. I don't think that they're going to start the season and these guys are going to be without teams. In fact, I'm sure they're probably going to be with somebody in about a week. He'll get it ironed out. But it is one of those games, like these dudes literally, and I feel like Alex Anthopoulos has a lot to do with why a lot of these free agents are still in the market. Because do you remember how free agency used to be? Like when the guy became a free agent, everybody was trying to steal him. And it was not everybody. It was the supermarkets. It was the Boston Red Sox. It was the New York Yankees. It was the Dodgers. It was the Giants for a time. Hell, the Detroit Tigers going for it for a while. I mean, now you had last year the Texas Rangers really investing. When you throw that cash, they go out there and get the free agents. But then you had this guy named Alex Anthopoulos who was like, you know what? I'm going to start looking at talent and saying, I believe this guy is going to be on the trajectory of a superstar. So I'm going to sign them young to a huge deal in their mind at that moment. But it'll be pennies on the dollar in the next 3, 4, 5 seasons. I mean, look what he's done. Ozzie Albies only got $22 million. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy to say only $22 million. Right now, Ozzie could probably get $20 million a year. He's locked up Austin Riley. He locked up Matt Olson. He brought him over in free agency, but just different. Sean Murphy, when nobody wanted him, which was crazy last year. But you know who, like, the best player is? That Ronald Acuna. He locked Ronald up before he, like, so early it wasn't even funny. And doesn't $100 million from Ronald Acuna seem like a bargain? Did you see what Shohei Ohtani got? So, that, like, it's definitely changed, but the people are reporting, and, you know, now that baseball's back a little bit, the best of the sports networks that covers sports, basically, I think, is MLB Network. I mean, I'm serious, heart attack. They got the most talent out there. Their shows are interesting. And they've just, let's be honest, they got the best eye candy in sports. Fact Jack. Do they not?
I don't know.
Bro, have you ever watched Quick Pitch?
Yes.
Have you not seen how every single year it's a smoking 10?
Interesting. I haven't noticed that, no.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you don't. I feel like you don't watch Quick Pitch.
I'm too busy watching the highlights.
I mean, I'm watching the highlights, too. I'm listening to the highlights and watching her, man. Lord have mercy. I already watched the game.
Interesting.
Just getting a little Quick Pitch on. But anyway, Scott Boras is going to get those guys paid. Baseball is coming back. It's around the corner. And I just wanted to remind all of y'all, now that baseball's coming back, spring's around the corner, it's time to, put up that old gear and get some new one. Go get your new gear because all the spring fashions are at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road. That's in Olive Branch. You can shop for your kids because they have a great kids department, man. They got the shirts, the shoes, they got the jeans, they got the skirts, they got the dresses, they got it all. Plus, they have a ladies' boutique. They got you girls looking beautiful. You like them spring and summer dresses? They got them. You like boots? You like flip-flops? You like shoes? They got them. Frontier Western has you dressed from head to toe, your whole family, and people from all different ages. Check them out, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. They're family-owned and operated since 1967. Head on down there. Or if you can't get to Olive Branch, you can get to your phone or a computer. Just go to frontierwesternstore.com. It's easy to navigate. You can shop by brands. You can shop by sales. You can shop by items. You can shop by men's, women's, kids. It's very easy to navigate. Not only once you place your order, make your payment, they ship your order out within 24 hours. So it arrives super, super fast. Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. Now, talk to you a little bit about what's going down with a little this and a little bit of that. But now I got to get over to the NBA action. So did you know Shaq was having his jersey retired?
And Penny was there, and it was the first time the Thunder have been on national television since, 2013.
Oh, my God, I didn't even know that part of it.
Yeah.
But, dude, Shaq gave Penny some love.
He did.
That was, I did not even know that was going down. I was very lucky that I was watching a little SVP late night and saw that it went down and then went down my little X hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bunch of people were posting about it because Penny wore
Shaq posted about it even.
Yeah, but Penny wore this suit jacket that had the whole inside was pictures of him and Shaq when they were with Orlando.
Man, it was awesome. And the other thing that came out of there is that Shaq basically said that he owed a lot of his success, especially early in his career, to Penny. which was cool to see. Penny had that dope outfit on. He's getting a lot of love, a lot of pub. But did you hear where Shaq also said that he would leave his TV job to work in the Orlando organization in their front office?
I missed that. No. How about
Yeah,
that?
I thought that was kind of an interesting little nugget. A lot of people kind of glossed over. I mean, because it's a pretty nice gig that he has over at TNT. You know, cutting it up with Chuck and Kenny. Deadgummit, what's the other dude's name?
You said Kenny, Chuck, and
I can't remember the dude who's the actual host.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Damn. Like, we always just forget that dude.
If you hadn't said anything, I would have been able to know. Ernie Johnson.
That's right. EJ, Ernie Johnson. And I wouldn't get it there for a month. But anyway, I thought that was really, really cool to see. And then this morning, I thought it was really cool to have Draymond Green go off on his little podcast again. Did you know that there was beef between Nurkic and Kevin Durant with Draymond?
Yeah, well, I knew there was beef between Nurkic and Draymond because, you know, Draymond slapped him. No, yeah, I saw that yesterday. I guess he recorded it and posted it yesterday and was, like, tweeting all about it, and everybody was like, oh, my gosh, this is crazy. But I didn't actually hear what he said.
Well, he basically just went off about how, you know, like, They just talked. They basically said that he needs to check himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, be responsible for his actions. And he just called them out and said a bunch of nice things about him, you could say. And also then deflected blame for being suspended this year. What did he get? How many games did he get? 20 games?
Nah, it wasn't 20.
It wasn't quite 20. I know it was less than Ja, but he got suspended for a long time for hitting Nurkic in the face.
12 games.
12 games. Damn, that was it? Mm-hmm. Damn, they were light on him. He choked out Rudy Gobert. He smacked Nurkic.
Well, because he was suspended for like a 2 games, something like that, and then he served a 12-game suspension. So maybe like we'll round up to 15.
Okay. Well, he also basically said that Nurkic didn't act like a little bee, and I'm not talking about like a buzzing bee or the letter B, but the one that's followed by an itch, and flailed on the ground. He wouldn't even have been suspended because it wasn't that hard of a hit.
I mean, I kind of agree with him.
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but that also is also like, again, remember he came back and said that he had done a lot of soul searching and he needed to take accountability for his actions and his behavior on the court. But then the first time that he gets to talk about Nurkic, he basically deflects that he had any responsibility in his suspension and said it was all for him acting like a little bee.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And flailing on the ground like a little girl. Damn, I don't know, man. I thought that was quite. And then we had more Warriors stuff. Like the Warriors were trying to get LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Dude, they have the. Do you know that they have spent more money on this team this year? By the way, I don't know if you noticed, this team is terrible. They're playing a little bit better.
Look out for the Warriors, though. They're about to get hot.
Dude, they're in the 10 right now. The Lakers and the Warriors they're in the play-in game.
A lot of season left.
They're the 9-10 right now.
Don't knock it till you try it, John. Look out for the Warriors.
Because they've won 5 straight?
I'm just saying, John. Long season. Look out for the Warriors.
It is a long season, but they already have 25 losses on the season. And again, they'll probably be in the play-in game because I don't believe in the Jazz. I think the Rockets might have something to say a little bit.
They beat the Clippers tonight. Then are we looking out for the Warriors? Big game against Clippers. Clippers playing good. ESPN.
And Clippers just got their brains beat out.
Sure did by the Timberwolves.
You know what the Timberwolves did? Timberwolves basically went out to L.A. and said, "Hey, man, we just want you to know, y'all ain't jack, because y'all been good. I know since January. We've been good all damn season. They beat them up. I can't believe I'm saying this. This Timberwolves team, I'm starting actually to believe in, because I just couldn't believe a team that has Big Cat, because I'm not a Karl Anthony Towns fan at all. But damn it, Ant-Man's nasty. Like, he is filthy. And let's be real, the defense that they play in Minnesota is legit. Rudy Gobert, I mean, I didn't understand anything that they did when they went out there and signed Rudy, and they have Cat there, and they bring in Mike and everything, Mike Conley. And, you have Ant-Man, the young kid in there. And I'm going, what are they doing? Like, you're going to play 2 centers on the court at the same time? One of them who's only offensive and then another one who's only defensive. Well, it's been working out pretty damn good, has it not? And Kyle Anderson's still doing his thing, by the way. Former Grizz has been playing extremely well. That Minnesota team is filthy. I have to say I'm a believer in them. Now, if the Warriors beat the Clippers tonight, though, and win 6 straight, I'll actually start believing in them. I'll actually say, all right, I'm going to give you a little bit of that. But, yeah, LeBron James did not want to go to the Warriors, which was weird because hadn't LeBron been very cryptic lately about, I thought, at least making, like he put the Knicks thing on his shirt, when he was in Madison Square Garden, like question marks. Remember he was kind of like making it sound like he was wanting out of L.A.
Must have missed that.
You don't must pay enough attention to all this.
I guess
the
not.
Rumors and stuff because never mind. Everybody. I've been talking about it. I guess because I pay attention whatever he does, even though I think Jordan's better. But every single year that goes by, I'm like, damn, that man at 39 is still doing it. Like he's a stud. But NBA action, you got the Grizzlies tonight playing the Houston Rockets. It's a Valentine's Day game. I mean, if you're going to spend Valentine's Day with your girl, might as well spend it at a Grizzlies game. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Did you and Melinda, do y'all have plans? Are y'all going to the Grizzlies game?
No, we're not.
Are y'all watching some great college basketball tonight?
Probably not, no. I mean, I will be, but she won't be.
Are you taking her to Chick-fil-A, your favorite place
Yeah,
in the
we
world?
actually are going to Chick-fil-A.
Are you really?
They do heart-shaped boxes of, you can get like a 30-count nuggets in a heart-shaped box for Valentine's Day. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Hold on, you're serious? A heart attack?
No, I'm dead serious.
You have found your soulmate.
I had it for breakfast this morning, too. Bible study, we went to Chick-fil-A.
Man, I'm so proud of you. Like, one, you go to Bible study, two, like, you actually have a girlfriend. But
I had fruit, too. Or I'm going to have fruit for lunch, so I'm eating healthy, John.
Man, you're doing it right now.
But it's from Chick-fil-A, so it's in a Chick-fil-A box. So I confuse my brain and goes, ooh, Chick-fil-A, but it's actually fruit. So,
Smart guy. It's going to work out for you. Now, we had college basketball last night. Everything is wild. Kentucky beat the hell out of Ole Miss. Moussa Cisse was the only good thing when he came off his back to his feet in that basketball game. But Kentucky, they did right the ship. They have a big one coming up this weekend. I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't count Cal's kids out. After that 3-game losing streak at Rupp, I was like, man, they can't play a lick of defense. This is I don't know, man. I don't know what John's doing up there. Bro, last night when I watched Ole Miss and you kind of realized that Cal hadn't had any of his guys all season because this last night was the first time that the whole team was healthy, they got some dudes out there. And when they want to play, they can get up and down. They're absolutely filthy. So you better watch out for Cal and the Kentucky Wildcats because they still got a lot to say, I think, especially in the Southeastern Conference. Tennessee, they're in action tonight, aren't they?
They are, John. Later tonight, Tennessee plays
Arkansas
on ESPN 2.
I remember it. Arkansas, by the way, very, very, very weird situation going on in Fayetteville. Eric Musselman, this Arkansas Razorback team. Have you pay any attention to what's going on with the Razorbacks?
At least it's almost baseball season, John. That's all I can say.
Yeah. But, Arkansas baseball has also been very disappointing.
Preseason
number 1, couple years in a row, ranked number 1. So, tearing things up and then get to the postseason and they can't get it done. But tonight, the biggest thing on TV is at 7:30 when it comes to college sports, and that's South Carolina against Auburn. Lamont Paris's team has been absolutely nasty. They are ahead of Auburn in the Southeastern Conference at 9-2. Auburn's 8-3 in the SEC, but Auburn is at home, and Auburn is 11.5-point favorite. The way South Carolina plays defense and tries to muck things up, I feel like that is a lot of points, but I almost feel like right now they are begging me to take the Gamecocks. By the way, the Gamecocks ranked 11th in the AP, Auburn 13th. But Auburn's 11.5-point favorite. That one is crazy scary. And over in the Big 12, I just had to mention something else because there was a lot of Big 12 basketball. Are you paying any attention to Iowa State?
Oh, absolutely.
Damn, man. Are they possibly them in Houston? Could they be I like them better in Kansas. Oklahoma's terrible. The Big 12, I know people are trying to say that they're going to get 9 teams into the tournament. And again, me watching a lot of Big 12 basketball because they're always on damn television, I don't see it. I really don't see it at all. I think there's a lot of good teams, but 9, Iowa State is a good team. I don't know if they're elite. Houston, great defensive team. Struggles at scoring. Baylor, I'm just not a believer in Baylor. I mean, they beat up on Oklahoma, and their zone defense looked unbelievable against Oklahoma because Oklahoma didn't have an answer for the zone the whole damn night. But I don't think they have enough scores. Texas Tech, nobody believes in. The Jayhawks are way too thin. I don't believe in the Jayhawks. BYU, I don't know, man. I feel like the Big 12 is so overrated, it's not even funny. Do you think it's a good conference, a great conference, or do you think it's overrated?
I think it's the best conference in basketball.
And so what team actually scares you out of the Big 12?
A lot of teams. I mean, I have a whole list of teams that scare me in the Big 12.
Oh, man.
Most all of them, actually.
I think the Southeastern Conference is head and toes better this year over the Big 12. Absolutely.
Interesting.
I'll take Tennessee over Iowa State, Houston, Baylor, Kansas, BYU, TCU, Oklahoma, Texas, you name it, Cincinnati. All day, every day. I'll take Kentucky, talented kids. I mean, South Carolina, Auburn.
I would take West Virginia, which is the second worst team in the Big 12 conference right now, over at least 4 teams in the SEC.
So you're measuring
5.
your conference by how good it is from top to bottom, not what it can do, you think, actually going forward and winning.
Isn't that how you rank conferences?
No, I like to look at it like who's going to actually, how.
So you're ranking a conference based on how far they're going to go in a single elimination tournament.
No. I'm ranking it that how many, if you're going to have a bunch of people get in the dance, how many wins can you get? The team with the most wins in the tournament, the division.
I see.
Is basically how I always rank that.
Interesting.
You got 3 SEC teams in the Elite 8. Damn, SEC's been tearing it up. And I know it's an elimination tournament, but you have to be able to look at a conference. Like the Big East has 4 legitimate teams that could win possibly that bad boy at all. The SEC has, I think, 4. The Big 12, I have it 0.
Really?
Houston is offensively too flawed. They go on long scoring droughts, and I love Kelvin Sampson, and I love how hard they play. But L.J. Cryer and Shed are the only 2 scorers. They don't have really product down low. And again, everybody in the Big 12 I think is terrible. And the ACC I think is weak as all get out too. Now it's probably the worst conference from top to bottom. But again, it's top heavy. You saw Syracuse take care of North Carolina last night. Big win for Syracuse. And then over in the Big 10. It's Purdue. And then, Illinois is good. I'm sorry. I just think the SEC is much better than the Big 12. But all I keep hearing from Lenardi, I was listening to Jeff Goodman on one of the gambling shows yesterday going on and on about there's no question in my mind the best division, the best conference in basketball, the best basketball being played night in and night out is in the Big 12.
I agree.
I mean, did you watch any of that Oklahoma-Baylor game?
I actually didn't. No, I was
that was
errands.
The ugliest basketball game I've ever watched in my life.
Did
you watch Kansas get destroyed? They can't win on the road at all.
Yeah, good Kansas team though.
I mean, Iowa State wasn't even top 25 preseason. All of a sudden, they're like the great hope for the Big 12.
The Big 12 has 2 of the top 3 teams in adjusted defensive efficiency. That is incredible.
Is it good? Is it really because they're so damn good at defense, or they only play each other? They only play each other. They had did the Big 12 not also have ranked by every single metric the weakest non-conference schedule in the country? Did they not?
That's an awful number in terms of college basketball. That's such
the average non-conference schedule for the Big 12 was 222.
I understand the number. I'm telling you, it's a terrible.
They don't play, but they don't play anybody outside of the teams they play in the Big 12.
John,
so how can you measure them?
You can't look at it like that.
What do you mean? You're telling
literally
here's
cannot
how
look at
I'm looking at it. I'm watching every one of these games, and I'm going to tell you, not one of those teams is worth a damn because I'm watching the games. Oklahoma sucks. Baylor is not any good. Kansas sucks outside of Fog Allen. I watched, Houston, they got beat by 30 when they went on the road to Kansas.
The road game at Fog. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
I mean, Texas is I don't get what you tell me. That NBA guy that when you're watching, where's their players of the year? Like who in the Big 12? You're like, oh my God, that dude at the next level is going to be off the chain.
I mean, again, we're
so
talking
you
about
don't
college
have great
going
NBA
to
pro.
Look at the
You
last
don't have-
3 players of the year in the country, John. None of them are doing anything in the NBA right now.
Okay.
I mean, you have the best player at Gonzaga, Drew Timme. Everyone was drooling about Drew Timme, and he's playing in the G League right now.
Drew Timme?
Drew Timme won Player of the Year a couple years ago.
I
Who was
don't
the guy
care
from
about
Iowa?
college play. Never mind.
But you're saying, John, that these players aren't going to go and be NBA players. We have guys that are
Well, they're
winning
not.
Player of the Year, and they can't make an NBA roster.
Player of the year in the NBA, Zach Edey can't play in the NBA. But I'm telling you, there's going to be more people drafting the NBA out of the SEC than the Big 12.
But John, you just said who
every
are
single
players of
damn
the
year
year in the Big 12.
I'm not talking about the Big. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm saying, where's that great NBA talent? Who's somebody in the Big 12 that can take over a game? And
There's
you actually
plenty of guys that are going to be great NBA
Name
players
one
in the
of the-
NBA.
Tell me one player then. You're the best basketball.
Jacoby Walker from Baylor is going to be a stud in the NBA. A stud in the NBA.
All right, is he absolutely a stud right now?
He's a freshman. He's going to be a stud in the NBA. I can guarantee
Again,
you.
I'm talking about the Big 12 this damn year.
Yes.
Tell me one player in the Big 12 that you just think can take over a game in a tournament, or a team that at top to bottom looks like they're any good. I watched
Houston.
the Big 12 over.
Houston.
Okay, so a weak scoring team. A team that has 2 scorers on its team.
So we're just looking at offense now.
No.
They have a top 15 offense and the number 1 defense in the country.
When you play,
They've lost 3 games this year, John.
When you don't
3.
play anybody outside of your conference, and you only play inside of your conference, and your conference is the worst offensive conference in the game, your defensive numbers get a little bit skewed because nobody in the Big 12 can put the ball in the damn hole. We got to take a timeout. I'm a little late. It is Valentine's Day. Don't forget your loved one. Check out Dinstall's if you forgot. Also, don't forget, you know what you can always do? Stop by a liquor store and get a bottle of Tito's. I don't know about you, but a bottle of Tito's, is that a good, Valentine's gift?
I don't see why not.
I think it's a great one. It's like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but tonight we're going to get down with the best spirit around, and that's Tito's vodka. It's crafted and distilled in the United States. It's American vodka. It's also a top 10 spirit in any metric, and you can buy it for $33.99, and I'm talking about the full handle. Telling you right now, if life hands you lemons, don't freak out, don't fret, don't stress. Just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with Tito's handmade vodka. The Big 12 is trash. We're back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career that's bigger than you? Join us on Saturday, February 17th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our hiring expo at the Memphis Police Academy, 4731 Academy Drive. Salary starts at $54,611, increasing to $72,000 after 3 years. If you want to serve the Memphis community, join the best in blue. For more information or details, visit joinmpd.com.
The President's Day sales event is on strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. How about $7,000 off all 2023 Dodge Charger RTs in stock? We Gossett. How about 0% for 72 months on all 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns? Yeah, 0 for 72 on 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns. How about $8,000 off 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limiteds? We Gossett at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. There's no reason to shop anywhere else. Get to Gossett on the Pike today. Charger $7,000 off Grand Cherokee Limited, $8,000 off, and 0% for 72 on all 2024 Bighorns. So drive past the rest and come to the best Gossett on the Pike or shop online GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
Charger PH 548,192, MSRP 46,205, Cherokee PC 662620, MSRP 55,760, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Or hiring someone to move your piano instead of doing it yourself. So, do things the better way. Bundle home and auto and save up to 25% with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 9 to 11 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelge and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop, here on Sports 56, real sports talk.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. Two final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation, and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
It's time to get thunderstruck during Gossett Mitsubishi's spring sales event at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Ready to get 43 MPG Highway? Check out the 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett, $18,610 or $249 a month. Need extra room? 7-passenger seating in 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE, $33,605 or $399.99 a month. And Gossett Mitsubishi's got sophisticated styling and comfort in 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $31,200 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Mirage RH005931 MSRP 19110, Outlander RZO 19512 MSRP 34605, Eclipse RZO 10625 MSRP 317, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus. It is a Valentine's Day. Hopefully you took care of your loved one and your loved one took care of you. Got them a little Tito's, maybe some chocolate. Make sure you give them a little bit of love. Or you can get a heart-shaped box of nuggets. Is that right? Did you say a heart-shaped box?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A 30-pack?
Yeah.
Damn, man. I almost just want to go get one and just to see what Chas would say if I brought her home chicken nuggets, just because I think it would be funny as hell.
I'm excited about it.
She would kill me. Did you see that Chris Holtman got fired?
I did, yeah. I saw that at the beginning of your show. That's massive.
Oh, that happened before I started?
No, it happened like 5 minutes after you started.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, man, I guess who are they going to go after? Like Will Wade?
Probably somebody like that, yeah.
Man,
excited.
Ohio State Buckeyes have been terrible. Speaking of terrible conferences, the Big 12 and the Big 10 both suck, especially been carried to the Big East.
Right.
Big East is nasty.
No, Big East, I love the Big East. Big East plays some good basketball.
That's, I think, right now the best.
You could certainly make an argument for it.
Definitely could. Definitely could. That Colett kid ain't no joke, and UConn's got everything.
Right.
Now, we are going to get off a little bit of some hoops because I got to get into a little bit of some stuff that's going on in the world, man, like some really important things. Like Taylor Swift is not going to be – did you know she's not at the parade?
Is she not? That's too bad.
You know how I found out?
Because she probably has like a concert tonight or
She
something.
just landed in Australia.
Oh, that's right. She has the world tour.
And the funny thing is this morning, the little show I was watching, they were like, look at all these kids lined up on the street waiting for the parade. And like all of them had like, I love you, Taylor signs. And they showed a bunch of kids. Dude, the parents need to go and find out where Tay-Tay's going to be. Don't tell your kid, hey, I'm taking you to the parade. Maybe you'll see Taylor just because you want to see Patrick Mahomes' dad bod.
That's too bad.
By the way, he's out there and he's shirtless with a jacket on. Pat Mahomes. I just was watching some of the stuff on the X. And also, Willie Gay basically did a little strip tease in the street, pounded some beers and had nothing but pants on and a gold chain. So they're getting down in Kansas City. They are the champs. But we're about to take a little bit of we're going to do a little bit of Hardwood where it feels so good. But man, if you're hungry and you're looking for a spot in lunch, and if you're near Collierville, I got the spot for you. Over in Collierville's historic town square, Dyer's, 101 North Center Street. They got their world famous burgers. They're unbelievable hot dogs. Throw some chili on that bad boy. And let me tell you a little something. They got the split dog. They got the slaw dog. Heck, they even got a turkey burger, a veggie burger, bacon Swiss burger, the mushroom burger. They got everything over there, man. Great fries, unbelievable onion rings. They also have, if you want to go a little healthy, you can get you a little chicken salad action. And I'm talking about like, a chicken salad. But then they also have the chicken salad that you make into the sandwich. They got it all over at Dyer's. Go to dyerscafe.com, check out their menu. You can place your order online or just give them a call. Dyer's Cafe, they've been doing it right since 1912. Let's go to Hardwood.
John, before we go to Hardwood, here's some names Matt Norlander from CBS Sports says that Ohio State should reach out to for their coach. Dusty May at FAU.
Dude, really?
Yeah. Sean Miller at Xavier.
Dusty May.
Yeah.
Like, he's so weird.
Well,
would he do okay in the Big 12?
I think he would do fine. I just said Sean Miller from Xavier. Greg McDermott from Creighton.
Dude, you do. By the way, you think you can take him away from Creighton?
I could.
Did you know what happened, by the way, in Creighton last night?
They won.
They also had first player in the history of the school to have a triple-double. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. And I don't remember the player's name.
That's insane.
But to think Creighton had their first player in the history of their school get a triple-double last night is wild.
I just had a buddy text me, and he told me I don't know how to pronounce Xavier.
Xavier?
I call it Xavier because there's big X.
I like saying Xavier, too. Yeah. And I also like putting Lil in front of everything. Like Lil Rock.
Lil Xavier. And then finally, Nate Oates from Alabama is the fourth coach that he says they should go after.
Hey, if I'm Nate Oates, man, I might start the clock over. He don't have to change his he doesn't have to change his wardrobe. You could, still a lot of red in there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good job. All right, we can go to Hardwood now.
Let's go.
This is Access Hardwood.
Now you messed up my brain.
I'm sorry. I just got excited because I saw the names. I apologize.
That's all right. And, of course, while you were talking, I closed out all my stuff. Hold on. I'm opening it back up because I got a small mind. Not really small. It's just not working as well as it should. All right. So you saw, there's been a lot of weird stuff going on with the 49ers offensive lineman, John Feliciano. He obviously got tore up from the floor up and went on a crazy bunch of rants on the X. So have you seen any of these at all? Do you know what I'm talking about? And by the way, he is offensive lineman. He should have been on the field if he wasn't injured. He didn't get to play in the game because he was banged up. And actually been the one who blocked Chris Jones on that very important play, but he was not because obviously he was injured. Now, he gets double drunk, okay? And people out there are, coaching things, and they say Colton McKivitz has one of the best players, best players in the game lined up in front of him, talking about, of course, Chris Jones. And he says, and he decides to just let him rush free to Brock Purdy. Sickening. So then he comes out and defends and quote tweets him. And he says, I know you know all. Like, I know you know everything, like, about sports. He's like, so you should know that's not Colton's guy. Well, the dude that it was his guy on his team then quote tweets him and says, so I'll wake up to this ish. So then he goes on and starts apologizing and saying, man, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. I was just trying to take up for Colton, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm a little bit hungover. Well, you know what cures a hangover, don't you?
What's that? Drinking more.
Drinking more. So let's just say a few hours go by, and then all of a sudden, Eagles' Jalen Carter alleges that during their Week 13 games against the 49ers that John Feliciano was trash-talking him about the car accident that resulted in the death of one of Carter's teammates, okay? And he says this in a podcast. They, put it all out. And then he goes on and tweets it and sends it to him and said, dude told me he was going to murder me and my kids, would never see me again. He said it to me 3 times because I laughed at him after he got a flag. I said, I believe you got a body. Like he wasn't, like a person died in the whole situation. And said, then he comes back for me for weeks and says that he's been, DMing him. He's been calling him and he's been reaching out to his friends and his families. He's been sliding in their DMs, telling them that he's going to come and murder his whole family. Now, I don't know if any of this is true. It's not like he posted evidence that Jalen Carter is actually texting him doing this. And then he must have a couple more drinks, because then he comes out and says, if you dish it out, you got to be able to take it. He talked about my kids. He made a reference about my kids. I made that reference. I lost a friend to an accident too, so I understand why he was upset. I did feel bad though, but I don't feel bad about apologizing now. He's been posting about my kids on IG. And now I'm going to get the NFL involved. So now he's reached out to the NFL, and he's trying to get Jalen Carter in trouble. John, put down the X. Put down the pipe. Put down the vodka. Sober up. I know it's hard to lose the Super Bowl, but you're coming out there and putting out everybody's dirty laundry. Throwing your teammates under the bus. Like getting the NFL after Jalen Carter. And then going out there and saying that he literally made threats to his family and his 3 kids. I mean, I understand there's trash talking out there, but it's a little bit. That stuff is just getting crazy weird. And again, his teammate came out there and they had the whole. And why didn't you pick up the phone and call your teammate? Why did y'all have a 7-message exchange on the X? Is that how? I guess I'm not a young person, and I know that they're much younger than I am. Do you just have conversations on the X back and forth with each other, like personal matters?
Yeah, people do nowadays. I don't, but there are people who do.
It doesn't. I think it's a really bad look.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I think these guys want people looking at them, and so this is certainly one way to do it.
Do you think Tyreek Hill is having a good Valentine's Day?
I hope so. I guess.
Well, I do too. Remember when Tyreek Hill was about to get divorced, remember?
That's right, because he
was married for a whole whopping, 60-something days?
Right, and she was blaming a fan for spilling nachos on her, and it was really her fault, so Tyreek said, I gotta divorce her, she's crazy.
And then you found out why he didn't divorce her, didn't you?
No.
Because it comes out he never got her to sign a prenup. So when he went to file, he realized that he was about to lose half.
Interesting.
And now they are still legally married.
Think he bought her flowers?
I wonder, man, I don't know, man. I hope he bought her something, because she's about to be able to spend it. And again, let's not forget, Tyreek Hill, this woman didn't leave you, Tyreek. You've had 3 babies in the last 6 months by 3 different women while you were married. 2 babies came out in the same month.
Interesting.
That dude either could knock up a dead woman because he's so fertile, like he might be able to bring people back to life, or he's shooting at the target so many times that 2 a month is not. I don't know, man. That's just crazy stuff to me. But it'd be an interesting Valentine's Day, I'm sure, for Tyreek Hill.
Are you a flower buyer yourself? Do you buy flowers?
I buy.
Not those type of flowers. Just regular flowers.
Yeah. Oh, you're not talking about ganja?
No, I'm just talking about regular
oh, yeah,
flowers.
yeah.
I see where your mind was
flowers. Going. I was like, I don't like any of that. I don't like any swag or outdoor. I don't want none of those, that fake stuff.
I've never bought flowers before. I almost bought some last night, but I was just curious if you were a flower
Are you
guy.
one of the people who are like, I'm not going to buy it because it dies?
Yeah. I mean,
well, everything dies.
I mean, I just, I've never been around people who really love flowers, so I've never
Your
had
girl
those.
don't like flowers?
She's not a huge flower person, though. I mean, she likes flowers, but she don't really like
Chas
flowers.
loves flowers. So she's all up into the flower game. By the way, flowers and chocolates is always the way to go.
I guess so.
Flowers and chocolates and take them to dinner. That's at least, I think, a good night for Valentine's Day. We're back in
I'm taking Melinda to dinner. We're going to Chick-fil-A, heart-shaped box of chicken nuggets.
Do you get dipping sauces?
Oh, absolutely.
Do
I'm
they
a
come in
barbecue
heart
guy.
shape?
No. What you do, you buy the 30 count, you get some fries, you get drinks with it, you got the whole dinner for you. You add some, I don't know. Actually, with 30 box of chicken nuggets, I don't know how many sauces you get. Might be sauce galore tonight.
Whoa, dude. Big night tonight in the
right.
Dacus world. We're back in two shakes. We got to make a bet. We got Auburn. We got South Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas. Who we betting on? I'll tell you on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
We all appreciate luxury. We love the newest technology. We want something that sparkles and looks great. Well, I've got it all in one place. It's called Genesis of Olive Branch, right at the corner of Highway 78, that's Lamar, and the first exit in Mississippi, that's Craft Road. Turn left and you will see Genesis of Olive Branch. And right now, you can get the 2024 Genesis GV70 starting at $49,480 with special financing as low as 3.49% on select models. How about the 2024 Genesis GV80? A little bit bigger, starting at $55,995, financing as low as 5.49% with a $2,000 rebate when trading a luxury brand. Call them. They'll even bring you a Genesis at your work or your home for a test drive. They're convinced that when you drive a Genesis, you're going to want one. Call 662-890-6684. Ask for Vinny. Genesis of Olive Branch.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fry co-pilot.
Just like us. We're like the Bag Boys.
What?
Bag Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Bag Boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JVC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
Looking for the most thoughtful, most romantic gift for the one you love this Valentine's? At Genesis Diamonds, celebrating love is what we do. Maybe it's a simple pendant, or maybe it's an exquisite, one-of-a-kind designer ring. Genesis can help you pick out the most memorable and special piece of jewelry for the occasion. And to make it even sweeter, now till Valentine's, whether you spend $199 or $199,000, Genesis will give you some chocolates, fresh flowers, and dinner out at no charge. It's a one-stop ultimate Valentine's experience. When you buy any piece of beautiful jewelry, we'll give you a bouquet of beautiful flowers, some yummy chocolates, and a gift card for dinner at Restaurant Iris. So join us at Genesis Diamonds. See our spectacular collection of rings, earrings, pendants, bands, bracelets, and more. Priced from $199 to $199,000. Let our non-commissioned experts help you find that perfect ring that'll warm their heart and, for years to come, be a symbol of your love. And we'll throw in the chocolates, flowers, and dinner as our treat. Happy Valentine's Day from Genesis Diamonds. On Poplar at Perkins Extended. In quantity, see store for details.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career that's bigger than you? Join us on Saturday, February 17th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our hiring expo at the Memphis Police Academy, 4731 Academy Drive. Salary starts at $54,611, increasing to $72,000 after 3 years. If you want to serve the Memphis community, join the Best in Blue. For more information or details, visit joinmpd.com.
All 650 acquisition fee. Forte RE722-812, MSRP 21590. Sorrento PG 242710, MSRP 33010. Telluride RG 462-822, MSRP 38705. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/29/24 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Hey, Jeff Allen, you ready to get this party started at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
You bet I am, Randy. Gossett's got your new Kia that gets 41 MPG highway. 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $239 a month. $27.99 due at signing. Need extra room? How about a 2023 Kia Sorrento LX at $319 a month, $34.99 due at signing, and a 2024 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive, $459 a month, $34.99 due at signing, all 36-month lease.
Plus, get peace of mind because with every Gossett Kia, you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. By the way, if you're in a polyamorous relationship, what is Valentine's Day like for you? Do you just have to get
expensive?
You just got it. Yeah, it probably is expensive.
Yeah.
I think that's why a bunch of like people in Hollywood and rich people are in those type of relationships because it just costs too much for the average fella out there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whew, tough on a man on Valentine's Day if you're in a polyamorous relationships. But we are hopefully going to take care of our loved ones today and get all the goodies. I hope you get out there and have a wonderful time. And I'm going to help you make some of your money back because after you get chocolates and flowers and you take her to dinner, it's going to be kind of expensive. Well, tonight I'm going to make you some money. We're going to lay the 11.5 and take Auburn. I keep looking at this game, man. Auburn can score so many different ways, and I know South Carolina's defense is good, but you know Auburn's defense is good as well. And South Carolina, according to the numbers, I was checking it out, they're 179th nationally in points per game. More of a lower scoring team. Auburn can score in so many different ways. They're deep. I think they just continue to put it on and put them on them. And by the time we look up the end of this game, Auburn wins this game by 16, 17 points. And will have first place in the SEC again. Because right now they trail South Carolina by 1. They are at home. South Carolina's been a great damn story. But tonight, you better ride with Bruce Pearl. My man's out there going to get you that cash. Well, Dacus, I hope you have fun at Chick-fil-A eating your heart-shaped box of chicken nuggets. Tell your girl I said what up. Happy Valentine's Day. Peace.
If you own a business, you know Luttrell Belting keeps you moving. Luttrell has cost-effective belts, conveyor components, and 24/7 on-site service to keep you operating smoothly. Techs are just a phone call away at 800-441